Hi folks, welcome to this week's track guide at Long Beach. Yeah, be careful saying that. Let's crack on with the lap. Right then, this terrifying lap done and dusted, so let me show you the info tab for you. We are using the fixed iRacing setup and a track temp of 128 Fahrenheit, which is toasty. I've never seen it that high, and a moderate usage of 44% is what I always use for these track guides. Now, the lap I'm actually going to show you is lap 21. It's a 1:18.346, and you can see here I got into the 18.2s, the 18.4s, low 18s, a few 19s, because this track is sketchy. Should we leave it as that? And then to prove it, I only went a few tenths fast, about 4 tenths faster with less fuel, to try and give an idea of what the open setup will do. Now, Long Beach is not my favorite track. It's a very niche track. It's quite fun in the slower cars, but again, I think this is a little bit too quick. Even though IndyCar come around here, it's a little bit too quick for me. So aim of the game for me here will be just to see the checker flag. So just bear that in mind when you're watching along. But yeah, open setup, I would imagine will be in the low 17s, I would have thought, with someone who actually, you know, alien standard knows what they're doing. But yeah, for me, low 18s in the fixed series, so that should be golden. Otherwise, this corner is a little bit of a rascal because we have a very annoying A-pillar on the right-hand side of the car where we can't see, and we kind of need to see this apex. So you kind of need to turn in at the end of the curbing. I'll show you on the track guide, obviously, and then hope you don't hit it. There will be crashes here. In multi-class, there will be crashes, so just be cautious around here. There's a lot of corners that will come out and bite you in the rear end, so be cautious with that. Otherwise, the split times you can see there are from my fastest lap, which are a little bit pointless for the fixed series, so apologies for that. But those are my split times if you want to run a ghost lap. And the OLAP, BLAP, telemetry, and replay file for this actual lap will be all on my Discord, and it'll also be on Garage 66 as well. Garage 66 is a website for a telemetry tool, and you can compare lap times between me and yourself to find out if I'm a little bit quicker or a little bit slower. Yeah, not affiliated, but yeah, quite good, useful tools for you guys to use. Otherwise, I think that's enough of me waffling, so let's crack on with the breakdown lap. Right then, this awkward little place is not my favourite, definitely in the worst top 5 for me, but we are here at Long Beach, and get ready for turn 1 because it does arrive quite quickly, and we're using the 400 marker just to dab on the brakes and basically try and not lock up through here. Don't use too much of the pit exit there on the right, and make sure you don't nip too much of that apex because it will send you into that wall right there on the right. Stay close to it, and then when you see this shadow here, as you go past it, you want to start braking for this awkward fountain section. Try and go left to really open up this right hand. It's quite awkward. Do not even think about getting on the throttle until you can see this apex right here. Otherwise, you'll understeer into it. Short shift into second, and I normally stay in second through here and use that white line there as a braking marker for this awkward corner. Again, don't take too much apex curb because you will bounce into this wall on the left. Again, stay in second. In the open sessions, you probably get up to third in this gap, but as the tarmac changes there just before a couple of car lengths, dab a brake through here. Do not cut that curb too much. The car will bottom out and be uncomfortable. Feed in that power, and again, watch that wall on the left. Quick apology here, the telemetry in the bottom left-hand corner is not showing my brake live, but it is showing a ghost brake, where you can see there. Anyway, green marker there just before it and the 200 meter board. Be careful down here, it's quite bumpy under braking, you'll notice at full speed, so be cautious. Try and clip that wall as best you can without actually hitting it, and then easy on the power through here because it does get quite tail happy around here. Bring the car over back to the left-hand side, and we're using the 300 marker. Just as we get over there, brake nice and gently through here, and then at the 100 meter turn in. You can cut this curbing here, but be careful of hitting that wall. You can see if the paint was thicker, I would have hit that wall, and be careful of oversteer again on the exit. It is quite awkward. Watch out that corner, because if you follow the curbing around it, you will be slower, so be careful for other cars taking sort of the correct line, not the cut in the corner. 400 meter board now. Brake in a nice straight line. Be easy about locking up here because it is quite awkward to go straight on or into this wall on the left. Do not take too much speed in this section now. You want to be careful, you want to be considerate, and you want to basically survive. Shadow now for this one, little dab of brakes. I'm in second gear through this one, and I'm just coasting the car around. A little bit of throttle between the two apexes, and now easy, gently on the brakes, down in first gear. End of the curbing on the left-hand side, start turning in, and hope that you don't clout that wall on the middle, because it's completely disappeared from us, and then feeding the power nice and slowly once you get round. As mentioned, on qualifying, it's probably better to go all the way down into that corner, turn around, and then come back, because you'll get a better exit on your first qualifying lap. But yeah, there is going to be carnage in that corner, so be warned. Make sure you can get around it. And remember, this is a rolling start, so apparently we've got to go too wide through that corner. So I highly recommend, if you can, try and get the pack in single file to get around there, because it's horrible. If you do qualify, you can qualify near the front and you can go around it, and you'll probably get a good exit, and everyone else needs to come around that while the green flag's getting on. So yeah, bear in mind that it is a rolling lap around that corner. Yeah, Long Beach is quite popular if you can get it right, but otherwise it might be a little bit quiet, but there will be carnage, so make sure you see the checkered flag. I cannot emphasize that enough. But yeah, otherwise, I'm going to disappear. If you did like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love your YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.